I'm currently building my skills in programming and web development, and I am documenting my learning journey. So that's 100 days of coding with Derrick-Redeemer. So this journey, I call it 100 days of coding with Derrick-Redeemer. In this challenge, we'll be learning and building web projects using just HTML, CSS, and JavaScript over these 100 days. So after these 100 days, we'll be able to create something like this. So we'll be able to create something like this. Yeah, this is what we are going to be building very soon at the end of this program. So before we start coding or building that thing, we need an important tool called a code editor. When you talk about code editor is just a software application used to write, edit, and manage code. So where you write your code, that's what we call code editor. It is the main workspace for developer. So every developer uses code editor. That's just like Word or Microsoft Word, or let's say PowerPoint or Microsoft Word for document, for typing and other things. Code editor too is just like that. There are several code editors available, such as we have Visual Studio Code. Normally, we usually call it VS Code. And we have Sublime Text, Notepad plus, and then Atom. We have a lot that you can use. But this video or this tutorial, we are going to use VS Code. That's Visual Studio Code. So the reason why I chose this VS Code is because it is very free. It is free, fast, lightweight, and widely used in real-world software development. So it is very light, and it is free as well. That's why I am using this editor for this video. So let's start by downloading the VS Code. Before you can download or install the VS Code, you need to visit their website. You need to visit their website or Microsoft Office. So let's visit their website here. So I'm going to open a new tab. So Visual Studio Code, Visual Studio Code. So Visual Studio Code. So Visual Studio. Yeah. So we'll click on this one. We follow the CEO, software optimization. So let's wait for it to load for us to, sorry, it's not that one. Visual Studio Code, yeah, this particular one here. So we click on it. Oh, sorry, not the pink one. Yeah. So this. So this particular one here. So you can see the logo there, where my pointer is. That logo. Yeah, this one. I'm using this particular one here. So I'll click on download for Windows. Maybe if you're using Mac OS, you see download for MacBook or Mac. Yes, then you click on the download. After installing your VS Code, you are going to open it or launch the VS Code. So how can we open the VS Code? You come to your download files. So you open the file explorer. So when you open the file explorer, you go to the download. So you go to download. But since I've installed it or I've pinned it, I'll just go to my start menu. Go to my start menu and click on here. This one here, this particular one here. So I've opened my VS Code. So if you open the VS Code, this is how it will look like for the first time. This is how it will look like. So yeah, so on the left side, you see the Explorer panel. So this side here, you see the Explorer panel here, this particular side. That's the Explorer panel. This one here. This is where your project files and folders are displayed. So anytime you create a folder or a file, this is where it will display. So you can see that they've given me welcome to, or they displayed welcome to a VS Code, or welcome, just welcome. Let's say just welcome there. Hope you can see. Yeah. All right. So here, let me show you some features in the VS Code here. So here, we are going to auto save any file that we will type, or sorry, any text we'll type in the VS Code. So you click on the settings here, this particular settings, after setting your account. So you set your account. So you come to VS Code here. So the settings. So settings here. Then you click on here. Then you search auto save. Sorry, after delay. Auto save. Now when you search auto save, you see this one here. You click it will show here. The default one is off. So you click on what? After delay. When you click on after delay, you set your time to milliseconds. That's 1 millisecond. So auto save delay controls the delay in milliseconds, after which an editor with unsaved changes is saved automatically. So you can choose 1 milliseconds, 2 milliseconds, 10 milliseconds. To me, I prefer 1 millisecond. I don't want any delay, so I prefer that one. So it will auto save for you. Then, so let me show you how you can create a folder. in the VS Code. Let me show you how you can create a folder. So here you see this one, the file. You have file, edit, selection, view, go, run. So let me click on the file here. So when I click on file here, I'll see this one here. So I have new text file, new window with profile, open file, open folder, open this. So I'm going to click on open folder. When I click on open folder, I'm going to right click. I'm going to right click on the empty space. So this folder, I'm going to call this folder 100 days of coding. 100 days of coding, 100 days of coding, 100 days of coding. Okay. Then you click on select folder. Click on select folder. Now, this is the folder here. Sorry. So try it out. So there is a folder here, this particular one. So I'll click on it. Yeah. Now we are going to create a file, and this file, so we will call this file let's say index.html. Yes, index.html. So new file. So the file name index. So index.html and enter. So I'm going to sorry. So this one here, you click on new file. This one where my cursor is, you click on a new file there. Then I'll name that particular file index.html. Index.html. Then you press enter. When you press enter, your workplace will be displayed here like that. So this is where we'll begin writing our first web page in the next lesson. So the next lesson will be the starting of the programming or the coding. So to save your work, press Ctrl+S. Ctrl+S. But since we have done that already, that's auto delete. There's no need for us to press Ctrl+S again. So Ctrl+S, then you are done saving your file in the folder. So this is what we'll be using throughout the entire tutorial. And I also recommend you installing some useful extensions as well, like live server. So where you can see the live server. So here, see where my pointer is, the extension there. So when you click there to show extension, this particular one here, then you search for live server. So live server, you search for live server. So yeah, so I've installed it already, so there's no need for me to install it. When you are about to install, it will show like this one, install. So let me try to install this one here. So you say trust publisher and install. You click on what, then install it. Then it will install automatically. You can see that it's installing. So after installing, it will show here uninstall, disable, and there's no need for you to disable, because this is what you are going to use to check if the code that you are writing is correct or not. And this is for just day 1 and day 2. We'll be looking at different aspects of this 100 day journey. In the day 2, we'll be looking at how to write